Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Dash Rendar. Now today we are going full fitness video. But if I have to make a fitness video, because everyone keeps asking, you better bet I'm gonna make it nerdy. So this is gonna be the nerdiest fitness video I could possibly do, starting now. So to begin, this is in no way a specific training video, as in follow along everything that I do and you'll look exactly like me if that's your desire. I'm not a trainer, and to me, fitness is very much the side quest of life. Order of importance of things I care about. Fitness is very much a secondary objective in my life. Imagine I got my HUD over here and there's gonna be main objectives, and that's gonna be family, and that's gonna be work, and that's gonna be success in things. And then there's the passions and the hobbies. When you go down to the secondary queue, it's gonna be archery, it's gonna be cycling, it's gonna be history. And then at the very bottom is going to be fitness, because fitness is very much to me a grind. I do not enjoy lifting weights. If you saw the recent Viva La Dirt skit where they were basically making fun of the grinding aspect of gaming, where they're just hitting the rock over and over. That's very much what lifting weights feels like to me. It's just a grind, but if you want to get the perks for certain weapons, you gotta lift weights. So that's kind of the theme I'm gonna roll with, is how do you grind to get the success so you can do better at other things? Because that's what it is, just a vessel to get to where you want to go, to do other things better, not the end goal. So let's get into the nitty gritty of what my routine is. Again, this is my routine. This is something I found that works and I can stick with. It's probably not the best way to do it, but I just don't care because I like to do it. So I wake up each morning, 5 days a week at 3 o'clock. The reason I do it at 3 is because I have 3 little kids, and that's the only time I have during the day in which I can get my exercise in. I start with an hour to an hour and a half on the trainer. So before I start on the trainer, I do have a little bit of pre-workout. I find that helps just get me ready to rock. So when I do the trainer, it's not a slow uphill type incline. My heart's basically from 140 to 160 for an hour to an hour and a half. And that is my favorite part of exercise. I love the cardio. I love to push myself. I love to suffer in that way because I like to do bike races and things like that. But that is basically where I put most of my effort. But also for that hour, hour and a half, that's when I listen to audiobooks. So I love to read, but I don't have time. So audiobooks are a great way to do that for me. And that's kind of my alone time where I'll listen to fantasy or history. And I look forward to that every single morning. So I have that extra carrot to kind of get up. It's not just great, I have to get up early and suffer. It's like I get to finish this next chapter while I'm doing the trainer. So it's like just putting that together so it doesn't feel like the only thing you're working for is the suffer of the exercise. It's like I get to do this as an opportunity to do that next chapter in my book that I'm reading. As far as muscle group for the day, today is going to be the biceps of the butcher of Blaviken, because it's gotta be nerdy in order for it to be fun for me to make the video. All right, so for my arm days, and basically for all exercises in general, I do a reverse pyramid. So I'll start off light for 20, and then I'll go basically to 16, and then I'll go to 12, and then I'll go to 10. And then when I get to a number where I fail at 8, I'll do 3 more of that number at 8. So right now I'm at about 45 pounds, and so I'm probably gonna get 10 out of these ones. Now my goal is low and slow. I don't want to ego lift. I'm 38, turning 39 very soon. And so I like to try to keep it controlled and pace it well. Example, for the set here, I like to have my arms hanging down right here, come up very slowly and down very slowly across each side. And so each one or each repetition takes quite a while per muscle group, probably about 15 or 20 minutes at one particular thing, because I enjoy to do it that way, As opposed to do lots of different exercises, I like to do 2 or 3 per muscle group, and I do them very consistently, very slowly, and I do them very hard. All right, quick pause in the video. Few frequent questions I get asked, so I'm just gonna do those now. How tall are you? I'm 5'11". How much do you weigh? I'm 185 pounds. And are you natural? And the answer to that is most assuredly yes. Now, you don't have to believe me, it's the internet. I don't care if you believe me or not. But the most important thing for anyone to consider that's on that bubble or thinking about it is it's bad for your health, from what I understand. Do not do that stuff if you got a family, if you got kids. It's not worth jeopardizing your health to look a certain way. Because again, remember, this is simply a secondary objective in your life. It doesn't really do much to the main quest. It's the second one. Don't risk your health. Back to the video. So, that's one set. It's gonna be my set of 8 for the curls. So this is basically just going as hard as I can to where I fail at 8, which just means I can't do any more at that point. So sometimes I get 6, sometimes I get 8. I have 50 pounds now, and that's the number that I'm gonna work for. So let's do it. Okay. So I was only able to get 7, but that's what it's gonna look like. So when it's going to failure, that's literally what I mean, is you're going to where you cannot do any more, and you do 3 more at that number. So that's like the main working set. At this point in the video, you're probably thinking, wait a second, if he doesn't like lifting weights so much, why does he have this awesome setup? Well, because my friend kindly let me borrow his home gym. I usually just go to a standard commercial gym, but for all that is sacred in the world, I will never ever film myself at a gym. That is the height of awkwardness to me. So I'm fortunate that I have this here, that he lets me do the videos, but most of the time it's just at a normal gym I pay 15 bucks a month for to go to. So you don't need this like plush setup. I'm so awkward socially that I could never have a camera out at the gym at all. So moving on, I finished the incline curl set. The next thing I do is a straight barbell curl. I really like the straight barbell just because I enjoy how it feels. It doesn't hurt my wrist or impinge on it. So it's gonna be the same type of repetition where I'm gonna go, and this is a relatively light weight. So I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna do 20 of these. So my 20 set, they're generally a little bit faster, but I still try to control it very well. So I'm not jerking or moving too fast. Keep the back straight. Don't wanna hurt my old body. And then once I get to that, I kind of gauge, okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. And then I'm gonna go 16 next. And I'm gonna go 12, and then 10, to where I fail at 8. 8. At 8. Oh. Oh. All right, here's the other important thing to note, guys. This was not always my look. Back in 2016, I was way heavier. And then in about 5 years of consistent effort, dieting, exercising, I got to about here. So this is about a 5-year journey. To lose all the weight took me about 2 years, and then to start building up the muscle and everything probably took about 3 years. So if you're looking for results right away, this is not something that I think is feasible or possible. It's a long run, it's a marathon, so you've got to be patient, be consistent. Even if your workout's not optimized, if you're just consistent for those 5 years or 1 year, you're gonna make big, big, big differences. So you gotta be patient. Don't expect that overnight stuff at all. So the other thing I really like to try to do is some sort of isolation type movement. So for bicep, it's something like this, where it's like an isolation curl or a preacher curl, I think they call it. And this one for me, the name of the game, like all things, is just low and slow. And then I try to keep it under tension, I think it's called as well, where you're not letting the arm fully get a relaxed point. So you're not letting it sit up here. You're trying to keep it under tension the entire duration of the exercise. And that really does get quite the burn. There's also a few things I do basically every day. Dips are one of them. I feel like dips are a great exercise. Pull-ups I do daily, and push-ups also. Saturdays and Sundays I don't do weights. So those are days where I just try to do a lot of push-ups, pull-ups, and dips as well, because those are just good to get the body moving. It feels like you're doing something. Oof. So that is the end of my arm day. I only do one body part per day. I only lift weights 5 days a week. I do cardio usually 7 days a week. So basically, like, Monday is chest day, Tuesday is shoulder, Wednesday is back day. It's only one time a week. I just go really hard for an hour during that time. Now, there's probably way better ways to do it, but this is just something that works for me. I feel like I can stay consistent with it. And for me, at the end of the day, it's about the consistency to get you so you can actually wake up to do the exercise, because that's the game changer right there. If you're able to, in fact, continue with your routine, even if it's not the perfect routine, if you can do it for a long time, it's gonna be better than trying to maximize the minutia of something and only do it periodically. But the last thing I wanna leave you guys with is remember that the physique and the fitness and thing, it's that secondary objective. You know, it's family, it's your work, it's your life, it's your hobbies and your passions, and if that's in there, that's fine, but remember, it's secondary objective. Focus on the important things in life first, and don't jeopardize health to try to get shortcuts. It's not worth it. Be there for those you love, be around, be present, and be happy with who you are, regardless of weight. And if you wanna better yourself and you wanna get stronger, that's great, but if not, just as long as you're taking care of those main objectives, you know, make sure that your priorities are straight. If you guys like this, let me know. If you want me to break down other days, I can do it. Again, I don't want this to be a fitness channel. I want it to be a nerd historical content channel. But if it's something you guys think can help you in any way, I'm happy to do another one. But again, this was the bicep day for the Butcher of Blaviken, and I'll see you guys in the next one.